Across the UK, major infrastructure projects are taking shape. These projects keep our homes powered, reduce traffic and help people travel more easily. But these schemes don't always follow the usual planning process. Two of the key routes that make them possible are Development Consent Orders, known as DCOs, and Transport and Works Act Orders, or TWAOs. These routes are designed for large projects, so everyone, communities, councils and developers can follow one clear process. Let's look at how they work and how you can get involved. Some projects are so large and important to the country, they're classed as nationally significant infrastructure projects, or NSIPs. These projects keep our homes powered, our roads moving and our services running. Under the Planning Act 2008, developers apply to the Planning Inspectorate, or PINS, for a development consent order instead of going through local planning. The process has clear stages. Early engagement is your chance to say what matters about your roads, your environment and your villages. After submission, the project goes to formal examination, where all views are reviewed before a final decision by the Secretary of State. Councils don't decide, but provide key evidence on local impact. A DCO can include planning permission and land powers in one legal order. Some environmental permits sit outside the DCO. It's designed to make the system simpler, fairer and easier for developers and communities to understand. In Greater Cambridge, major transport schemes can use the DCO process. For example, it was used to make improvements to the A14 and A428 and is proposed to be used for building the East-West Rail. Other transport projects, such as railways or guided busways, often use a Transport and Works Act order, TWAO. This process sits under the Transport and Works Act 1992 and is overseen by the Secretary of State for Transport. A TWAO application includes plans and environmental information. The promoter publishes the documents online. You can read them, ask questions and send your comments by the deadline. If there are major objections, a public inquiry may be held, and anyone can speak without needing professional representation. An independent inspector reviews the evidence and makes a recommendation before the Secretary of State decides whether to grant the order. A recent local example is Cambridge South Station, which used the TWAO process to improve transport links south of the city. So what's the difference between DCOs and TWAOs? DCOs cover large-scale, nationally significant infrastructure, from energy and waste to water and major transport networks. TWAOs focus on local transport schemes, such as rail, tram, and guided busways. Both routes involve examination through the Planning Inspectorate before a decision by a Secretary of State. TWAOs are decided by the Secretary of State for Transport. DCOs are decided by the relevant Secretary of State for the project. To learn more, visit the Planning Inspectorate website or speak to our NSIP and major infrastructure team about how these national processes shape projects in South Cambridgeshire and the City of Cambridge.